folks, and welcome to Subjective Thoughts. And our comic for today is A Vicious Circle, Issue 3 by Boom Studios. Now there is killing, violence, time travel fuckery, and more killing in this one, so if you are in any way squeamish, you have been warned. Also, spoilers. Alright, here's the team. So, I just kind of forgot about this one a little bit. Well, it took it, 3 years to fully come out. This 3-issue miniseries. First issue came out in 2022, I think in the end of the year. And then second issue, I think, came out towards the end of 2023. If I remember, because I think I read it close to the end of the year, and now finally, also a few months away from the end of this year, issue 3 finally came out. Well, these are much thicker than a regular issue, and with Libar Mail's art, understandable why it took some time. But yes, finally, it is the end of this saga. So, and I looked up because I forgot his name. His name is Tacker. I think in the first issue his wife called him John. I can't remember even. It's been so long. And this is Ferris. So, the last issue, after running together through time, each time moving somewhere else after killing someone, if I remember, I think they both finally came across each other, and I don't know, maybe Ferris hit him or something. I don't remember, but anyway, they met finally. They not met, but yeah, they came across each other finally in the end of the second issue. So we start off this issue with Tacker waking up. He's in a cave with Ferris. He's bound to a rock with ropes. Ferris is telling him about all the ways he thought of killing him after he imprisoned him for 10 years. Sorry, that's the door. He thought of all the ways he'd kill him and everything. How he would, because Ferris had him, not Ferris, Tacker had him in a mask. And Ferris describes to him how he would have killed him even with the mask on, as he's de-skinning a rat he found. And so they talk some more, and then Ferris releases him and gives him a dagger made from stone, and he's like, "Here's your chance." So. Now, Ferris has killed his Tacker's wife and son in the first issue. So, Tacker takes the dagger and shoves it inside Ferris's heart. And then he's like, "Do you smell that?" And they both start to decay. And then they're again at a different time period. This time, Ferris brought them there purposefully, and he says, "This is home." So he tells them, "Come on, you don't want to stay in this rain. It's acidic. It's an acidic rain." Tacker tells him, "But I thought we can't die." And Ferris tells him, "You really want to be through acidic rain?" Good point. So they start walking. It's like you see a city. The whole thing's a wasteland. You know, the usual type of futuristic post-apocalyptic stuff. You see, there seems to maybe have been a dome around the city before, a metal one. They walk, they keep walking until they reach it. Ferris describes to him how all the wars that had been. There was a salt war, and then the chemical war, and all of that. And people are very, very mutated. You see people have like these mutations on the face, some don't have eyes, and they seem to be eating body parts. You see a woman sitting on a rug on the floor holding a bowl full of eyeballs. Yeah, some fucked up shit. So that, so the company, both Ferris and Tacker worked for different companies, and they wanted to find the solution to all the wars, maybe. And I think that's what he meant. And that day, when both of them reached the time machine, they shot each other and killed each other. And then the circle started. So now neither of them can die, and every time they kill someone, they get transported to a different time period. And it seems like if they think of a certain time period, it'll transfer them there. Now, is it enough that one of them thinks about that time period, or they both need to? Or is it subconscious? Ferris doesn't know, can't say. So they go to an apartment. Ferris knocks. And then the woman holds the knife to his jugular and he says, Honey, I'm home. And she's like, Ferris, and she kisses him. That's his wife. So he too has someone. Now, she is surprisingly not at all mutated. Not even a little bit. Quite convenient, eh? Very pretty too, but yeah, it's like not even a little bit. So you want to tell me some people avoid the mutation? Why don't you two start doing some repopulating, eh? Anyway, they go in. And she asks him, "Are you back? Who's your friend?" He's not my friend. And she asks, "Does he work with you?" He has a nice face. As he puts on, you see the suit he's in. He puts it on, and Tacker tells her, "You know what he is? He's a baby killer. He's a psycho." And she asks him, "What are you?" And before he can answer, they are ambushed by three mutated men. Before that, as they were walking in the, I guess, market you'd call it, you see one of them was following them. So the Ferris yells to Tacker, "Don't kill them yet. We need more time." Because again, if they kill someone, they'll get transported. So they fight them off. And Ferris's wife also helps. I forgot her name already. Anyway, they fight them off, but then one of them shoots a little arrow into her chest, but from the side. And I don't think it was high enough to reach her heart, and the arrow's pretty short. So I don't know why she dies so fast. I guess I suppose maybe it punctured her lung maybe. And so she's bleeding internally, but anyway, she dies really fucking quick. Ferris holds her and is like, "Honey, honey," and she tells him, "You think you can save the world?" And he said, "Yeah, I think I can." And she tells him, "Make it count," and blood's coming out of her mouth. And then he tells Tacker, "There's another suit like mine over there. Grab it while you can." And he tells him, "Get us out of here." And the mutant that shot her, Tacker approaches him and then stomps his head in. And then they're transported to a different time period. So basically, now it's up to Tacker and Ferris to go around and try to fix things by. So anyway, because all this bullshit's a circle, so it doesn't matter. It's gonna be the same. There's no like alternate timelines where, like in the second issue, Ferris killed Hitler, so that's it. There's no Hitler. Now every time, and I guess no timelines in here. It's a circle. Ferris kills him, so that's it. No more Hitler. There was never a Second World War. There was never the Holocaust. So now he tells him we're going to go around, kill all these people until we fix something. Brilliant plan, isn't it? So that's it. That's what they're doing. Oh yeah, and he tells Tacker, "So are you going to work with me? Yeah, you're going to stop being an idiot and work with me finally?" So they get clothes somewhere. They sit in a diner and discuss it some more, what they're going to do, and so they go and they study at a library. also information they need. They prepare weapons, they prepare this. And as they're walking down the street, Ferris pulls out a gun and then shoots someone. A man. Perhaps he's also someone they studied about. But anyway, that's it. You see them jump through time periods, killing warlords. They kill, I think, Genghis Khan. They kill Julius Caesar. I think maybe Napoleon. They even killed Jesus Christ for some fucking reason. Not Jesus Christ, sorry. They kill, who wanted to kill Jesus Christ? The Roman the emperor, maybe? I don't know the details of that, forgive me. But yeah, so Jesus Christ never becomes a martyr. He's not crucified. And that's it. A bunch of other ones, I'm not really sure who. But yeah, they just go around killing, and then they're in some kind of outside Middle Eastern, perhaps in a Middle Eastern country. They're planning to kill some, or prevent the assassination of some mayor so he doesn't become a. I know, it's sorry. They're there to prevent the killing of Jesus Christ. So they're, and see what happens when he becomes an old man. So Tacker thinks of his family and he wants to go back. So Ferris is like, all right, after we do this, we can come back. So they kill that emperor guy and they're back in his time. And Ferris is like the fairy godmother from Cinderella. You have till midnight, Tacker. After that, we leave. So Tacker runs up to his old house and it's abandoned. He's like, am I too late? Am I too early? He goes down to the basement. The chamber where he kept Ferris still hasn't been built, so it's early. And he also, once he smells the honeysuckle, he never wants to leave. So he runs to the town. Things seem to be pretty much the same, maybe. He goes into the same bar or club he would go into. And he sees that man who's in the first issue, he's blind. I think maybe in this case he's not blind. Yeah, because he sees him and he's shocked, and I think it's because he's not blind. And he says, and Tacker says, Jesus Christ. And the old guy, the old blind guy, well, now no longer blind, neither old, he's young. It tells him, I'm sorry, could you repeat yourself? And he's like, oh, sorry. He's like, what did you say? Was it French? Well, since Jesus Christ was never crucified, never became a martyr, and not a martyr, but yeah, since that never happened, they don't say Jesus Christ. So the attacker sits down and asks him a bunch of questions. It's a whole mess. There's no America. It's not called America. There's like an elder, like a council of elders that governs over everything. Is kind of tribal. There's some guy in another continent that's worse than, as he says it, Mussolini and Hitler put together. And there's also a king in some other place. So yeah, things are different after all the executions they committed, all the murders, but they don't seem to be for the better even. So, oh, and then he asks the man, do you know Louise, whatever her last surname was, or Lise? Whatever, his wife. If he knows where she is. So he does. And it's 1948. That's the year they're in. Well, he goes outside. He looks at the clock. He doesn't seem to have as many hours left. He goes and he finds Louise in the same club they met. She's much younger, though, this time. And he's much older. So he approaches her again, and things happen the same, and they fall in love. And he's like thinking, I gotta stay here. I need to be with her. And then he sees Ferris outside of the, I think, dance club they're in. And he tells Louise, just give me a few minutes. He grabs a bottle and chains from somewhere and goes outside. He's thinking, I'll just chain up Ferris again, and here we go back to square one, eh? So he doesn't find Ferris there. He's like, where is he? And Ferris is in the club. And he's got a gun. He's like, Ferris, no, don't kill anyone. Because again, if someone dies by their hands, they're gonna go back into a different time period. Ferris, so Tacker tries to grab him. It's like, put down the gun. It's like, you put down the bottle. He throws the bottle at Ferris's face. He falls. They keep fighting. And Ferris stabs him with, I think, a knife. And that, yeah, small knife. He kicks him to the counter. And then he gets up. He's about to shoot him, but then he's holding his wife hostage. And he says, we're leaving, so choose. Either I kill her and we leave, or you kill yourself or someone else and we leave. So Tucker kills himself. He's got a shotgun and he shoots himself in the head. And that's it. They're in a different time period now. And he's like, and Ferris tells him, okay, well, back to work now. And then, 1 second. Just a second there. Look. Well, they even killed an Egyptian pharaoh of some kind. Let's see. One moment. Okay, yeah, that's it. They start jumping again through time periods because they keep killing each other. You really think you deserve that life, deserve them, we're no good. It was like I'm done being violent, and Ferris tells him, we're never done. And Tucker tells him, you're never gonna fix the world. You'll never get your redemption. We'll always be at war with each other. And Ferris is like, fine, so let's go to war. And they again kill each other. And then they both disappear, leaving behind the knife and the gun. And then we see a caveman appearing. He looks at the weapons, picks them up, and that's it. That is how the issue ends. That is the end of the saga. There's no even the end there anywhere. They couldn't even be fucked with that. Right. So the cover, as always, Lee Barmail's art is amazing. I mean, look at that cover. This is really cool. I think this is probably the cover 8 because there's a lot of covers for these. But I got what I got, but it is a really cool cover. Okay, let me show you some of the art. Okay, there we go, you see. There's some fire, there's a Tucker. Look at that. Lee Barmail does amazing work. So I think because of the art, this took so long for it to come out. Let's look at how much detail Barmail does on his... I'm even sure these are drawings. Even if it's done on a computer still, look at the details. Holy shit. The fire, everything. He's eating his like rat. It's like, ew. There we go. And he's like, I'm going to kill you. And there we go. As that's it. Yeah, as always, amazing art by Lee Barmail. One thing I don't get here, for some reason, Ferris has blue eyes. Not Ferris, Tucker. Although I suppose he's from the future, so maybe there's a lot of mixed ethnicities. Though the first issue, his eyes were brown. I'm pretty certain. I don't know, it's just a weird detail. Because they weren't blue before. Right, anyway. Right, on to the story. This was so disappointing. I was hoping that, this would wrap up in some cool revelations, some detail, and that this is what I got. I mean, it started promisingly, you know. You got the whole, seemingly a normal family man keeping some guy locked up, and then they can both travel and. Fucking hell. This is the kind of series that needs. Like, if you're gonna go into detail with the time travel bollocks, then at least, I don't know, give it some issues so it can breathe and go into detail. It's like you get, like, I get it, you don't have to go into fucking everything, but at least give us an idea here. What I mean is, okay, we got these two from these two different companies going to this time machine to try to save humanity, yeah? They both kill each other and now they're stuck in a circle. They're not sure really what to do. They're stuck in this time period after they kill each other in the time machine. What I remember. Then Tacker locks up Ferris and keeps him locked up for 10 years as he lives his life. Right, okay, and then you think they go into detail, you know, how did the future become like this? At least show us some of that future. There wasn't very much of it. No, we got like this vague plan of let's go around through time and kill these like people that did really bad, like Hitler and the other dictators or other people, until we improve it. And it's just like that's it. That's the best plan you can come up with. It's like such a mess. You just go around killing people. And I've always thought, I once thought about it. Let's say if someone was able to go back in time and kill Hitler, something would change totally, but someone else would still come around and do something heinous. I don't think that's ever going to really stop. You kill one dictator, someone wants to annihilate many people, someone else will spring up. So I think the same here. It's like, yeah, you can kill all of these, but then what? You're just gonna keep circling around murdering everyone until no one's left? It's just, it kind of feels, well, not kind of, it feels pointless. Yeah, I went back in the circle of we're back to them just killing each other, so that's it. Like, this could have been a cool concept. Like, at least, bring us back to the future these two come from. And, and what happened. And, like this, they're just going to circle around killing and that's it. I wonder if this was another one of those where they wanted this to be a TV series later. So, again, they just gave you, like, a basic plot. And then a screenwriter's going to come in and just add in everything in there. And that's why it's only 3 issues. I kind of wonder with some comic series nowadays, because it's like, this is it? I mean, yeah, it's kind of like, the Philip K. Dick, for instance, inspired a lot of movies. Because, like, people took his short stories and then developed the concept that he did there. But he wrote those short stories, he just wrote them. He wasn't thinking, this is going to become for TV. He just wrote them, people took a basic good idea that worked in a short story, and then expanded upon it into a movie. It's just, did I pay essentially 150 shekels for 3 issues of someone's pitch for a TV series or a movie? Because if so, I'm very upset. It's just like, again, it was so cool in the beginning, and now this is it. This is the end. We're back to them. We're back to that. Now they're just going to keep killing each other. And no one's going to really save the world. Or try to, anyway. And it just wish there was, more explaining how this is done. More showing how they're going to save humanity. It's just nothing. I mean, don't get me wrong, you got some fucking cool action and cool killings and everything, but that's it. That's just it. That's all there is to it. I'm just so disappointed. I was hoping for, a more interesting conclusion than this. I get it. Some might say, oh, you just maybe didn't get it. You're right, maybe I didn't get it. But to me, after these three issues and this is it, and also, how thoughtlessly they just left the weapons, and what is that gonna mean for the prehistoric time now? Is that caveman going to figure out how to shoot that gun or use that weapon? It's just. It's just like that's it. They didn't even think about this shit as they went around killing people. It's kind of like the Terminator, they sent back a Terminator to kill John Connor. But here, they just go around killing aimlessly people until they. How is it really going to fix the future as well? I mean, wouldn't you pinpoint maybe try to, in that case, then do it to the future, and then pinpoint the people that, brought it to that future with that time machine and maybe kill those people. Why do you're going around in the past, fuck Julius Caesar, kill Genghis Khan, prevent Jesus from dying, killed, I think, maybe Napoleon Bonaparte. It's like, what was the point? The story just now at the end of it feels like it had no point. If it didn't have Lee Barmail's art, I would have been even more disappointed. At least there was some great art to look at, but it's just for me, I'm fine with the art maybe not being as great as long as the story's very good. Like when I read some BPRD, I didn't like the art style in BPRD omnibuses, but the stories in that omnibus were great. So I was fine with the art not being a style I particularly like. What's the other way around? Yeah, no. It's nice to have amazing art like this, but if the story's this, then fuck it. I honestly just wasted my money on just. I don't know, I just want there to be more point. I get it, maybe the point here is humanity never changes, it's all the same, they're just gonna keep killing each other. So basically, it's just a bleak waste of money, essentially. Yeah, well. Unless they're gonna come out with, I don't know, a prequel or something, which I'm not gonna pick up. I don't know, I'm just very disappointed with how this ended. I think they could have done a lot more if they did like this concept needed a 12-issue miniseries, and Berserker should have gotten like 3 massive issues and that's it. Should have switched between the two of them. By the way, both by Boom Studios. And by the way, I'm starting to wonder if Boom Studios releases certain stories just in hopes of them becoming TV shows. I mean, maybe. I don't know. But yeah, that was a vicious circle. What an anticlimax, basically. A massive anticlimax. But again, Lee Barmail's art, by far really the only good thing about this one. I'm not going to keep this 3-issue miniseries. I'm definitely not picking up any more massive comics like this. It's about as disappointing as the Batman Damned. Well, that didn't make a lot of sense in a lot of places. Like, what the fuck was I reading? Well, here I at least got it more, but also it's like, it wasted. It was fucking wasted. A cool concept of time in a circle and the future in 2 different companies, fucking wasted. Alright. And that is it, folks. So let me know if you read A Vicious Circle. What did you think about it? Did you like it? Can you explain to me, baby, what I perhaps didn't get in this concept? And that is it. Remember, collect what you're passionate about and share it on YouTube. Bye!